Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Well, hello everybody. And of course my connection is unstable, so I'm sure I'm skipping around and my screen's all fuzzy and everything, but good to see you guys. Real quick, I want to do some shout outs. I always do these on my live streams. I want to make a special thanks to my supporters on Patreon, Grindhead Jim, Pope. I see you in the chat. You are my number one supporter. I'm going to have to put you above Grindhead Jim one of these days on that list. Will McLaughlin, Jim Largo, Rolo, who is also Masters Maniac Mexico, and Bjorn Jorgensen. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. All right. So back to me. Put me back on. Hey, guys. It's good to see y'all in the chat tonight. Let's see who we got in the chat tonight with us. Let me get a bunch of crap off my screen so that I can say hello to everybody. My mails are just swooping in and they won't leave me alone. All right. Stop. Hold on. Oh, look at me. There we go. Pope says, I finally made a live stream. Yes, you did, Pope. Good to see you here. Bjorn Jorgensen. Yeah, bollocks. Here we go. What up, Chicken Butt? That's Jim Largo. Radical Toys Adam. He's eating his supper, but he's here. All right, guys. Good to see you. Blue Harvest Toys. Hey, man. How's it going, Blue Harvest? Good to see you in. Rolando Flores here in the house. Good to see you. Let's see. Radical Toys. Hope we answered all your Valaverse questions tonight. If you want to know more about Action Force stuff, yell at me on Instagram at Jim Largo 42. Good deal. And let's get started, guys. So first of all, I did a really, really crazy thing the other day. I decided on a Saturday night after AOM TV was over with that I was going to live stream all freaking night long. Well, actually what I did was I decided that I was going to start cutting the video of Sarah's birthday party and I was going to do it live. Duh, that's not a good idea. But anyway, I did end up streaming all night long that night and I had a good time. Sergeant Slaughterhouse Zazel came in and he visited for a little while. And then I did some crazy stuff, crossed some streams, went some other people's streams, and had some people come and visit with me through Discord. And then I had one of those guys on the show with me there at the very end. And then Will McLaughlin came in and he and I had a little discussion before I ended the stream. The stream is unwatchable in places. And I know that, and that's because I was trying to cut a video at the same time. That's not a good idea, especially if you have a laptop computer. It just takes up too many resources and it just hogs up everything and you end up popping out, popping back in. It's bad. And Zazel, if you ever want to come back on my show, I promise it won't be like that again. Okay. I'm not going to try to do all that kind of really heavy lifting CPU wise at the same time I'm trying to live stream anymore. But what did happen was I met a whole bunch of new people in the middle of the night that I normally don't come on the show during the daytime, mainly because they're international people. So I've decided in my ultimate wisdom here that I'm going to do, after AOM TV's over with on Saturdays every now and then, I'm going to do a live stream in the middle of the night. May not do it all night long, probably not going to do it all night long, but a couple of hours after AOM TV's over with, and catch some of the folks that are on the other side of the world that would like to see my show in a decent hour for them. Yeah, I would be glad to do that. And like tonight, I may start doing a few midweek live streams depending upon how tired I am and how long I've worked at work that day. New comment here. Let's see. Not talking about Valaverse is not real Action Force. Okay. But the Valaverse stuff is pretty cool. I don't collect it, but I've seen a lot of it, and it fits right in with G.I. Joe classifieds, and I just think it's a wonderful thing. What does Largo say to that? Lou Harvest, they're not original, but Bob Britchlin likes Valaverse Action Force, so that's good enough for me. And if you get a chance, go over to Jim Largo's Instagram page where he posts pictures of his Action Force figures along with Revelation toys. I saw that the Revelation toys have started fighting with the Action Force figures over there, and it's pretty cool to look at. And the video length of that video caught me off guard. Oh, you talking about the Saturday night live stream that's up all night? Yeah, that I stayed up for 5 hours on that one, Pope. Yeah, that was a pretty rotten thing for me to do to myself, but it turned out to be worthwhile, and it was a lot of fun. Nolan and Rolando Flores are in the house. Good to see you guys. If you want to tip me, head over to streamlabs.com/weirdfantastictoyventure/tip, and you will be able to give me a little tip. All the tips help. Tips and Patreons, if you patronize me on Patreon, all of that money that I get from those goes directly into this channel. I don't buy toys with that stuff. I buy software, equipment. I try to improve my channel with those monies. So if you do decide to give a donation to me, know that it's going back into the channel, and every penny that I get is a penny that I don't have to get from selling a toy or some other means like that. I can put that money into the channel. And Bjorn Jorgensen says Largo does pretty cool customs. He actually does do some pretty cool customs. He actually does do some pretty cool customs. Hey, Radical Mom, good to see you in the house tonight. Yeah, I decided to do this surprise little live stream after hanging out with Adam for a little while, and he was talking about different accessory packs for figures, and I turned him on to super action stuff, and I have featured that, and I've got somewhere, but for the life of me, I don't know where they went. Paula decided to decorate for Christmas. Let's see if we can get a look there. The tree is back there. I don't have it on. Let's turn the tree on. There we go. So the tree is back there. It's got toys underneath it. It's tiny little toys. It's toys for toys, basically, under the Christmas tree. But when she came in, she did a little bit of rearranging and cleanup back here in the back of me here in the junk room. And some of my stuff is now boxed away where I don't know where it is. So I would show some of the action stuff that I have if I could find that, because I have a couple of packs, the Gore pack and the Blast Effects pack somewhere around here. Now, what I do have is the food pack that I can show you, but I actually took it out of its packing, and I've got them stored. So like here's the food right here. I've got them in little baggies together. So and I've got I've got some different dollhouse materials in here too. Here's some of the drinks, the alcohol and stuff like that. Now I was talking about dollhouse stuff. If you want to buy some stuff for your action figures, dollhouse accessories are the way to go. Like if they need to wipe their ass and go to the bathroom, there's toilet tissue, you know, stuff like that. I keep all that stuff in these kind of little containers like this that you can buy at Walmart, because this little stuff loses very easily. So as you can see, I have them in little mini Ziploc bags. A lot of these little mini Ziploc bags will come inside of your action figures with their accessories in them. So don't throw them away, keep them. But if you need more, you can actually go over to the craft section at Walmart and you can buy different size Ziploc bags over there. And Pope is absolutely right. One man's junk room is another's treasure room. Well, mine is a treasure room for sure, because all this junk in here is my treasure. And sometimes it makes my wife a little upset when she sees all this crap laying around, but it makes me happy, happy, happy. But now, why is everyone here? Hold on. What does Blue Toy say? Hold on. Let's see. Largo says, Bill, how did your offspring like all that cool Resurrection toy swag? And she loved it, Largo. As a matter of fact, you should have watched the video of her face all lit up, because she was just absolutely floored with all of that stuff, and she was happy. And Blue Harvest says, he's doing a talk on Action Force and Pound Toys, and then there's a walk to the factory. That sounds cool. That sounds absolutely cool. Well, let me turn the toy cam real quick. Hey, thank you, Largo. I appreciate that $5, man. The Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay. But thanks, Largo. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. All right, let's get the toy cam going here. All right, so what have I got on the table there? I have got a battle ram, guys. This is a vintage battle ram. It is complete except for one missile. I'm probably going to buy a missile set to go with this. This missile here is going to need a little repair. The missile that's in there is intact. And I'm going to get a set of replacement stickers for this bad boy. And we're going to get it going and make it look just like it did back in the day. It's a little dirty, and it's going to need a little cleanup, and probably a new set of stickers. In some places, there's some stickers missing. But it looks like that some child had a good time with this toy back in the day, and it has been lovingly played with. But it is pretty well complete, and it does have a couple of missiles with it. And I'm going to use this in my videos when I start doing them, because this is something I've been looking for a while. I got it at a pretty reasonable price. I didn't get it on Evil Bay. I got it on Etsy. And if you're looking for some stuff and you're sick of the damn prices, the ridiculous eBay prices, I suggest that you look over on other sites like Etsy, and you will find some reasonable prices there. The other thing that I picked up, now you guys, if you watch Sunday's stream, you saw that I finally picked up an Evil Lynn with the fixed knees on her. So she has the new pretty girl knees, and not the fat elephant looking flappy knees that originally came on these figures. These figures are available carded. I bought a T-Lie a long time ago with the fixed knees on it, and now I have an Evil Lynn to go with her, so I don't have to use the one that I dremeled her knees on. So I got this from Amazon.com. And hey, OBS, good to see you, Denise. Glad for you to pop in. But yeah, the new knees figures are available now. You just don't buy them from an Amazon fulfillment site. Make sure you get them from some another Amazon seller that's selling directly from their stock, and you'll probably get a new knee Evil in. The other thing that I wanted, I got I do have an Origins Grayskull. I don't ever show it because as you can see, my my Grayskull just looks so much better. The custom one that I did, but the Castle Grayskull I bought came with the of course the Temple of Darkness sorceress with the flappy elephant knees, and for a reasonable price, I found someone who was willing to sell me a new knees Temple of Darkness sorceress. So with this figure, officially all of my lady figures now have fixed knees. I don't have to sit here with my obsessive disorder here, excessive compulsive disorder, worrying about these flappy knees that originally came on these figures. All of my girl figures now have the fixed knees. So much better than listening to the demon news. Yeah, I don't listen to the news anymore. What little news I get comes directly from YouTube. So right now, the only thing that I know that's really going on in the world today is that Elon Musk has purchased Twitter and fired everybody over there. Good. I'm glad. Fire the whole lot of those guys. Have you seen some of the videos that these guys used to put out? It's like adult daycare over there. They go to work and they don't do anything, and they get fed, and they play ping pong and all this crap. Elon Musk is going to go over there and clean the house, and Twitter might actually become a usable platform when he gets through. And that's my rant. But it's good to see you guys. And Pope, I'm doing this for Pope guys, but if any of you want to come on, but here's an invite link. Pope, I want you to come on the show, dude. Come on the show. Show me your damn face. I want to see you, Pope. Come on the show. I dashed you. I know that you've always been very, very private, but come on, man. There's the link. Come on the show. Oh, yes. I hope he shuts the whole thing down. I don't think he's going to shut it down. I think he's going to make money with it. If anybody can make money with Twitter, it's going to be Elon Musk. But the first thing he's got to do is he's got to get rid of all of those idiots over there, all those Zoomers and all them idiots. They got to go. And then he's going to make some money over there once he gets rid of that. I mean, just the other day, he told him, look, you're not getting free food here anymore. You're not going to go to the cafeteria and get free food. You're either going to pay for it or we're going to do away with it. And then everybody's like, they'll starve. No, they won't. Look, these guys are making $200,000 a year. $200,000 freaking dollars a year. They can afford to buy themselves some lunch. I don't make near that much, but I can get me a sandwich at lunchtime, and they can too. And Brick Something's in the house. Good to see you, Brick Something. I see you decided to pop over here from Adam's stream. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. I just look like a young, handsome Jesus. Well, show it. I want to see it. You know what they say? Pics or it didn't happen. Yeah, you need to come on the show, dude. Let's see what we got. Argo says 10 folks in the chat and only 3 likes. Exactly. Come on, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Share all that good stuff because it feeds the algorithm. Pope says, Bill, you should see some of the It's a Gundam videos on the day. I have. And my reactions are exactly the same as It's a Gundam too. If you guys haven't watched It's a Gundam, he is hilarious and he tells it like it is. Let's see. Rick, something. I was looking out for this thumbnail to pop up, but I guess I missed it. I haven't made a thumbnail for this stream. I just came in here and popped it on. I didn't have time to make a thumbnail for it. So it'll just be whatever thumbnail that YouTube makes for it for right now. I hang out with AOC and I watch a lot of your videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Cog. By the way, guys, I'm also dual streaming on Twitch tonight. So if there's any Twitch people here, that I say hi to or that I show the chat of and you don't see them in the chat, it's because they're on Twitch. So funny. Same thing happened to me, but it's updated 5 like. Okay. And it says, I'm seeing 10 on my end. Very good, OBS. Very good. Very good. Yep. I mean, I didn't mean to be late. Haha. Well, it's okay. Late's better than never. Now, soaring over everybody in the toy cam, you will see my Filmation Stratos. And he's got a couple of new things there. First of all, if you look on his wrist, he's got wrist blasters, just like he had in the Filmation cartoon. And he's also got a new flight stand that's allowing him to fly up in the air. And the flight stand and the wrist blasters, and you can't see it because of my ugly face. And I'll move it over. Maybe you can see it now. Is a weapon stand for He-Man's weapons, his battle axe, the power sword, and his shield. All of those came from a German Etsy seller, and I am going to attempt on Etsy, and I will pop the link in when I do find them, because I can't remember the name of it because I can't pronounce it. It's in German. Okay, Masters of the Universe. And I'm going to go down here and look, and hopefully it will pop up. There we go. I found them. It is made in Kaiserstuhl. Okay. Made in Kaiserstuhl. Okay. And I'm going to grab the link and pop it into the chat, and hopefully you guys can see them. Paste. Can everybody see that link? Somebody follow it and see if it did correctly. Now let's see what's going on in the chat. OBS says, I see the new YouTube's emojis they make. They look like those stupid woke cartoons. Yeah, I haven't paid any attention to that crap. Cog, OBS, OU. And Radical Toy said, good, you got Whiplash. No, I don't have Whiplash yet. No, I'm sorry. I don't have Oh, yes, I do have Whiplash. I got Whiplash and Clawful. The last Sunday's live stream, I had a guest on. I had the Masters of the Mini Comics, a tribute. Robert was on, and I did briefly mention them and show them all, but I will show them today to you guys. And hey, Cog, you too. All right. And Cog swoons over OBS. Radical Toy says, did you guys see the new animation skit with Jones and Robert? I saw a little bit of it at work today, but of course my machine is loud and I couldn't hear any of it. And I had to get back to work, but I do plan on watching that. I was going to watch it this afternoon, but I got wrapped up with your live stream. Yeah, it was fun. And then I decided to do this, so I didn't get a chance. Largo says, nice rack, Bill. Hey, come on, quit looking at my chest there, Largo. And people love Papa Gundam. Yeah, Gundam's cool, man. I love Gundam. And Largo says, that's a cool display option for He-Man's weapons. It surely is. That's one of the reasons I got it. And it comes in 2 styles. It comes one with skulls and one without skulls. I got the one with skulls because everything's better with skulls. And Cog says, it worked great. Yep, it worked, says Radical Toys. Good deal. Nolan says, all good. And yeah, Night Train Gundam is awesome. So Night Train's here too. Hey, Night Train. Yeah. Good to see you coming on over. And Bjorn Jorgensen says, yes. And OBS says, is the purple background a poster? No, OBS, the purple background is a tapestry that I purchased from Amazon.com. If you go to Amazon and you search for Alien Landscape Tapestry, it is one of the the results that you'll get. And you can get that tapestry in various sizes. I did not get the largest one they have because the largest one that they have will cover your whole wall. So it's a cloth tapestry. Let's see if I can make it move. See, it's made of cloth. Yeah. And those mosquito wings on Etsy look good. Yeah, all that stuff is great. Now it's a little pricey sometimes because these guys are 3D printing it. The site that I gave you the link to, made in Kaiserslautern, or however that's pronounced. I wish my buddy Rolo was here. He could pronounce that in German for us properly. But that is in Germany. There's another site called Talos Dream Shop. While you're on Etsy, just look for Talos Dream Shop. It's a fellow by the name of Geert, and I think he's in Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. And OBS says cool. Yeah. So, we were talking accessories over there at Radical Toys, and I don't know if you guys have seen these things or not. I'm going to do a quick unboxing right now of some stuff I picked up at Walmart the other day. Every time I go on Walmart and I see these things, I always pick them up. They're blind boxes, of course, which means you don't know what you're going to get in there when you get them. Although you can see one item. That's My Little Pony in there. These are the micro toy box, and there's 50 of them in the first series. Now, there's supposed to be a second series coming out, but I have not seen that yet. Night Train asks if Pope watches Friday Night Tights. I used to watch Friday Night Tights, but I don't anymore because I'm usually over there at Adam's channel, and I just don't get a chance to watch as much YouTube as I used to, especially since I've gotten busy at work and I'm here doing my own stuff on YouTube. Brick something pronounces it for me. It's Kaiserstuhl. Kaiserstuhl. Is that sound a little better there, Brick something? Please let me know in the chat there. And Night Train says, I'm always hesitant to buy stuff from Etsy. I can understand that, but I know that I've had nothing but good luck with Talos Dream Shop, and now with Made in Kaiserstuhl, I've found that that's a pretty decent site as well. Okay, we've got several things here, and they're all in these little plastic bags, so we don't know what's in there until we open it up. What do we have here? We have a tiny little green Hot Wheels car. Cool. So with my hand in the shot, you can see the size of that. That's the first one. Of course, the My Little Pony was up there where we could see it in the box. And so here comes the second one. What do we have here? We have He-Man. Yeah, little tiny He-Man figure. All right, and we got two more to look at. We have a game, Kerplunk. All right, so a little game box there. And let's see, we got one more to open. Here it is. And last but not least, what could be in here? We don't know until we open it up and see. We have a glowworm. You guys remember glowworm? It's a baby toy, and I don't remember actually owning one, but I remember several people had children in my family who had a glowworm. All right, and what's the nice thing about the micro toy box is, let me get everything out of the box here. So inside the box is this little thing here, and it's got an instruction on it. It says pull out the insert, flip over, and reinsert. So it comes like this. Okay, you pull it out and you flip it over and you put it back in, and then you put your toys back in the toy box, and then you can see what toys are in the toy box. And if you're smart, you'll save this part right here, which is also a sticker. Okay, this is a sticker and pull it at the top. Use this to seal up your toy box. Okay, and of course it comes with a catalog to show you what everything is, a checklist, so you can see what all's available. All right, so let's put that away, and we'll open another one. Love minis. I had that game, the marbles with the sticks. I love a Silver Surfer figure that size for my Galactus. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. Mr. DJ Longhair, good to see you in the house. Brick Something says, I bought a lot from Etsy and only had a problem once. No communication center from the seller. Turned out he was hospitalized with the coof. Okay, all right. Nolan says, love minis. OBS says, I had that game, marbles with the sticks. And what do we got going? Night Train says, y'all remember those sticker books from the 80s? Those were cool. Yeah, that was cool. OBS says, I watched the Girly Dollhouse Builders Kitten Caboodlers. They make mini stuff out of scraps from mudlarking. Yeah, those believe it or not, she's got a point. Okay, those sites are worth looking at because you can make some cool accessories for your action figures using some of the tips and tricks that those guys do on those sites where they're making that dollhouse stuff. There's nothing wrong with that dollhouse stuff. Thank you, Mr. DJ Longhair. I'm glad it's good to be here, and it's a weird place, so hang out, man. Those are cool, but blind bags bum me out. Getting dupes, I don't want is a drag. Well, I can understand that. Getting duplicates can always be a drag, but if you're doing like me and you're using these as props to go with your action figures, duplicates are not a problem. That's just like the food. If you buy the Zuru 5 Surprise balls with the food stuff in them, the more the merrier with that stuff, especially if you're setting up a store or something like that. And Mr. DJ Longhair says, I got to set up a bot. Yeah, I got a couple of bots, and I think I'm using Nightbot right now, but I could also use the Streamlabs bot if I wanted to. Kerplunk. It did kerplunk when all the marbles fell. And Cog says, dollhouses are brilliant sometimes. Yeah, I've never actually built one, but I've always wanted to buy one of those big, nice doll houses just for action figures to live in. That would be kind of cool, but you got to paint them. You got to put them together. It's kind of that's the drag part of it. But if you're into that kind of stuff, it can be fun. OBS says vintage stuff too, things from the 1900s. Yeah. And Bjorn says, don't be afraid to watch the dollhouse channels or miniature channels. Also, the aquarium stuff. Yes, the aquarium stuff make, especially the plastic plants, make wonderful foliage and for like an Eternia scene, because the underwater plants look all weird anyway, and so it kind of fits right in with like what Eternia might look at. Hey, Ruski, what's going on? Love the stream. Thanks, man. And I was trying to catch you off and on during the day while I was working, and you and I had a quick chat while I was at work. I was trying to give you some tips. Like one of the things I was talking about was getting OBS, which is a free software. That's how I'm doing all this magic where I've got two cams going and I've got myself superimposed over another one, and then I got StreamYards going as well, so I'm inside StreamYard. So there's a StreamYard link up in the chat somewhere. Bjorn, if you could grab that and post it again, I would appreciate it. But anyway, that's an invite code here. I'll put it again. Let me copy that and paste it in here. If anybody wants to hop in the stream with me, I'll let you come on in. And Cog says, it angers me that I can't super chat. Well, you won't be able to super chat me, but you can tip me on Streamlabs. And if Streamlabs is not letting you chat, tip, it may be because it wants you to set up just a quick free account there. And the reason that I've got that set up that way is for verification. It protects me and it protects you. Yeah, there's no dollar sign there, Salty. I'll pop up a banner with the tip link in it so that you can see it scrolling along the bottom. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. So there. If you want to tip me, I'm not monetized, so there's no way for me to have channel members and be able to do super chats until I get monetized. So, but I can get tips that way. It says I can't send on Streamlab. Oh yeah, yeah. You're going to probably have to set up an account there. It's free. I know it's a hassle to have to do that, but that it's just better that way. And PayPal will give me my money immediately if you do that. So yeah. And OBS says I tried that stream thing. It won't take it. Okay. Well, I got kicked off for a second. Okay, Bjorn. Oh, can you get the thanks heart for tipping bids? I don't know. I know that whenever I do get a tip from Streamlabs, over there in that corner of the screen, you'll see a firework go off like it does on AOM TV. And Nightbot's showing the tip there in the link. Paula just walked in. Let's see, got the goal for most of the 1K to open super chat and monetize. That's pretty cool. I've got to get more subs. I'm working on it. I think I'm about like 545 right now. I got several subs the other night when I did that Saturday night overnight stream. It was a crazy stream. You just got to check it out sometime. But anyway, yeah. If you want to join the show, I put the link up there. Check it out. If you guys can't send me money on Streamlabs, I don't know. Like I said, I think you have to set up an account with Streamlabs to be able to tip me, and that's just for verification. And the reason I'll go on and go into that a little bit so that you might can understand better. One of the problems that Twitch streamers have had in the past is people giving them big donations on their stream, and then they go back and do a chargeback at their bank or their credit card company, and it really makes the Twitch streamer look bad. And PayPal hates that. If you get too many chargebacks on PayPal, they'll take away your business account, and if they take away your business account, then you can't get tips ever again. So this is one of the ways to fight chargebacks. Now, I'm sure none of you would do that to me, but I don't know who in the world might. So I have to go ahead and protect myself that way. It says on the bottom where the thumbs up and down is, streamers have a heart with a thanks in it, and you can tip there. Yeah, they do. But here's the thing. That's called a super tip or a super like. And to get the super like button, you have to be monetized. So until I can get monetized, I can't do that either. But yeah, feel free to do that on those channels that can get a super like. All the monies that we get helps. The way we're going, we will probably be 1K in the summertime. Hopefully, I hope so. I don't know how well. I know you're doing a lot better than I am right now, and I'm trying to rack up the viewing hours right now as much as I possibly can. OBS, I don't know how they get it, but have to find out on the tubes. Yeah, it requires 1K subs. Yeah, so once you get to 1,000 subs and you get monetized, you also get the super like. All right, I got another 2 toy boxes to open. Let's open another toy box real quick. I like these things. They're just fun. This one here has a My Little Pony in it as well. Brewski Relaxation is on. He's doing another live stream right now while I'm streaming. I'm probably going to check in on him here in a little bit. We'll see how he's doing. We'll take the lid out here. It's got a sticker on it. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 little blind boxes to check out there to open. And of course, we're going to put this back in backwardy so we can keep the lid on it and see what we have. All right. First, we have Butterscotch, My Little Pony. I know that my T-Law figure loves the My Little Ponies, and I think that Evil Lynn likes her Barbies. And as a matter of fact, speaking of Barbie, we have a Malibu Barbie in here to go with the My Little Pony. All right, and what do we have next? It's another blind bag to open up here. Lincoln Logs. Anybody remember the real Lincoln Logs? Well, here's a Lincoln Logs set. Of course, it doesn't really open. It's just a little container. Now, I actually have another toy set. They're a little bigger that has a Lincoln Logs that you can actually open up and build, and it's teeny, 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 tiny. And let's see, we got a game in here. It feels like it's a box anyway. Block Us. I don't remember this game. It looks rather new to me. Block Us. And put that in there. And the last bag, we'll open that up. And Tinker Toys. It's the Tinker Toys. Did anybody have Tinker Toys when they were a kid? I had Tinker Toys when I was a kid, and I loved them. All right, that takes care of the second box. Let's check on chat and see what everybody's saying in the chat. Says the way we're going probably one can summer. Hopefully I saw that. OBS says I don't know how they get it. Yeah. All right, here we go. Chargebacks. People send the money, then take it back. Side people suck. Yeah, people do suck. OBS. You ought to know that by now. And she says, "Oh, I got to get some of them for my friend's daughter." Cog says he looks forward to culling the non-tippers and chargebackers. Yeah. Yes, she had them. Says, I think I have that exact one. Says, yeah, I had super old hand-me-down Lincoln Logs. Those are the best. The older the toy is, the better the quality of the toy was back in the day. And that's the truth. The newer to old vintage stuff when it comes to stuff like Tinker Toys or Lincoln Logs. Yeah, I don't know that one. At them. Pope says, yup. All right. And now we're going to get to the final toy box. We're going to open it up, and then we'll look real quick at Whiplash and Clawful, and we'll call it a night. All right, here we go. Now, I got this one. Oh, thank you. Who tipped me? Who tipped me? Who tipped me? I can't read it on the screen. Let me have to embiggen my screen so I can read it. Oh, it's gone away. Whoever you were, thank you. I'm going to go ahead while this is going on, and I'm going to go over there and see who tipped me and read out what they said. So I'm going to go over to Streamlabs, and we're going to look at my tips, and we're going to see who sent the tips tonight. And I appreciate all those tips that I get. Thank you so very much, everyone who has tipped me today. As I'm waiting for my dashboard to load, I hope that it's not causing a problem over here. It does like it is. Like I got a pretty good connect. And let's go to tipping. And let's look at tip history. And Sound Dog 42 says, you, sir, are awesome. Let's see some early 1980s Revell Robotech. If I had them, I would show them. And Largo had said that he loved the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Sound Dog 42, thank you so much for the super tip there. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so very much. All right, final toy box here that we're going to check out. The reason I got it is because it has the basketball electronic game in it. That's the one that I have not got yet in my collection of these micro toy boxes of the 50, okay? So I got this one simply because I saw that on the outside and I said, hey, there's the dang basketball game that I've been looking for. So there it is. It's the electronic basketball game. Let me look at it real close here and see if I can read what it says on here, if it says anything at all. No, it doesn't. Okay. So there's the basketball game. It was in the top. And let's see what the sticker is today on it. As I pull this out. The Rock-A-Stack. That was a Fisher-Price toy for little kids. I didn't have one of those, but I did have the little popcorn thing that you push around. And let's get all the bags out. And we'll open each one of them up just like we did a minute ago. And we'll get these out of there. Turn this around. Now we've got a box to put the toys in. And we'll start with the basketball game. And we'll just grab a bag and open it up and see what we got in here. We've got a classic toy. It's a bucket and shovel for playing in the sand at the beach. And this one is purple with a green shovel. All right, that's one down. We'll grab the next bag, and it's G.I. Joe. We have G.I. Joe Duke. So cool, so cool. And the next bag, what's in here? We have a red Hot Wheels car with a vintage Hot Wheels package, by the way. This is actually what the packages looked like back in the 60s. And our final bag tonight, what do we got in here? We've got a classic toy here. It's the Rubik's Cube. The Rubik's Cube. Now, this one doesn't work because it's just a tiny toy, but I actually have a tiny working Rubik's Cube around here somewhere that's from another set by the same company, but it's a little bigger than that. All right, let's put these trashes in the trash and make sure our toys are in the box, and we'll put the little lid on there. And they stack, which is kind of neat. You can stack them up like that right there. And now we've got some toys. Let's check on the chat. Check on chat. It was me, says Cog. Thank you so much, Cog. I appreciate that super chat. And he gives me a heart like that. Pope says, Cog did it. I did it. I love my people. I do too. Woohoo, Cog, says OBS. Thank you, Denise. And he says, I love how tight-knit this group is. Yes, most of the toy channels that I am part of, that would be Adamant Radical Toys, Super Awesome Geek Show, Grindhead Jim, et al., etc. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Gojatron. We're all together in this because together we shall triumph, and we are pretty tight-knit, and we love each other very deeply. OBS says, I had that, and so did my kid. They still have them stacking donuts, is what we call them. Yeah, that was a little stacker toy. I actually got that toy in my micro toy collection. So, yeah. And Pope says, that's a classic. Yeah. And OBS says, so cute. We had them. We had all of them. Okay. OBS says, I had the G.I. Joe with the real beard. Yeah, those were the G.I. Joes that I remember when I first remember G.I. Joe. And of course, as I got a little older, when I was about 12, that's when the smaller G.I. Joes came out. And I was really big into those. And I'm going to show my vintage G.I. Joe collection off on this show one of these days. Yes, I will. Says, I broke the shrink wrap on my Robotech models. I'm glad I'm in a place where we do that. Yes, we open toys on my show. Some people don't like to open their toys, and that's fine. I respect that. Some people like to collect on card, and they like to show off their toys on the wall, on their cards or whatever. I open my toys and I play with them. I'm a 52-year-old man that plays with his toys. So that's the way that happens. Says, I still have one all scrambled up. I could only get one side. Yeah, those once you got the Rubik's Cube scrambled up, that was kind of it. Some. And it says that was worth over $100. And Cog says, oh, now it's worth less than 100, but I love it. And Adam says, we stick together to grow. That's correct. And we want to grow. Hey, it's Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. It's another one of the live streamers that hangs out on my channel. Good to see you, Will McLaughlin. Bill, if you get enough of those mini bins of toys, you can make a mini version of your toy room, and I can do the same. Yeah, He-Man can live in a junk room full of toys, or Skeletor, or whoever. I think it'd be cool to have Skeletor live in a junk room full of toys. I think that'd be kind of cool. Ben Stutley in the house. Hi, Bill. Haven't been around a while, but all the best, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming by. Jim Largo says, my first G.I. Joe was a fuzzy-haired adventure team guy with the eagle eyes and kung fu grip. Mine had, you pull the dog tag out, and he would say something, and I could never understand what he was saying. He would go, rah, 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 something like that, and I couldn't understand him. And you got Pope laughing there. Bjorn says, howdy. And OBS says, kung fu grip. Yeah, I remember that. And hi, everyone. Hey, Will, if you want to come in, man, here's the invite code, man. To Pope. I've been trying to get Pope on here forever, and he won't do it, but that's fine. That's fine, Pope. You stay anonymous. We know you're back there. You're one of my number one heroes on Patreon, and I appreciate that, man. And if you want to just keep your face hidden, and you want to give me those monies, that's fine, man. And you know where your money is going. It's going right back into this channel. I'm collecting up enough money to buy another iPhone 6 like this phone so that this phone here, which is my personal iPhone, won't have to be used all the time for this. And Pope says, someday, maybe. LOL. Okay. And Wilhelm Toy says, I've been here the whole time. Just my phone was dead. Had it charging. Worked extra late. The long ride home, and had a detour at Walmart. Yeah, Walmart detours suck because every time I go in Walmart, I spend $100. Always. Even if I'm not toy buying, it's $100. It's like you get in there, you can't leave without $100. Finally, we got somebody with some class up in the joint. Ha ha. And Nolan says hi to Will. Cog says Pope is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. He certainly is. However, I do know what he does. He's a copper miner. He works in New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken, and he flies drones and they blow shit up, and it's cool. And I've seen a video of him blowing shit up. Making dinner now. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to have to go in there and get me a little dinner here pretty soon. I thought I was going to have to work a 16-hour shift at work today, but that didn't happen, and I was able to get home. So I'd already eaten lunch. When I got back from lunch, they told me, hey, you can go home. I'm like, you got it. I'm gone. Maybe if I ever get a cool toy to show off, all I have is some minis from board games. Look, man, you showed me some pictures of those miniature mice that you have, and those are cool, and you painted those too. That would be something that you could come on the show off, and talk about. People love that kind of stuff. Who doesn't love minis, miniature gaming figures, the little miniature game? And think about little miniature mice with shields and swords fighting. That's cool as hell. And Jim Largo says, I'm more of a burrito wrapped up in a chimichanga. All right. And you got Cog laughing on that one. All right. Before I end the show, I wanted to show off Whiplash and Clawful. So I will ask the chat and I will see what everybody says. Which one do you want to look at first? Whiplash or Clawful? And Wilhelm Twin Hobby says, I would love to see them talking about Pope's miniatures. Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, I actually showed them on a live stream way back when I was clown streaming and didn't have all this wonderful production values on the show. Har, har, har. It says the 80s and early 90s were the peak in Merca. That'd be America. Yes, in America, we had a peak of toys in the, I would say from the late 70s into the early 90s. Yes. And Radical Mom says WHI. And I think she was meaning to type something and accidentally just typed Whiplash. Okay. Whip it good, says Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. Okay. Whiplash, says Mary Otwell, which is Radical Mom. That would be Adam's mother from Radical Toys. So Whiplash says Radical Toys. Whiplash says Bjorn Jorgensen. Clawful says Ocean Breeze Salty. Looks like you're about to get beat there, OBS. I'll do a 10 countdown and we'll see what we got. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whiplash it is. Adam from Radical Toys just hopped in. Hey, Adam, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Great. So we're going to take a look at Whiplash real quick. I'm going to embiggen myself and let you sit over to the side and look. But here he is, and this is a toy that you're waiting to come out in your area, Adam.
Yes. I don't have Whiplash yet. Wait for him, and it's the same wave with King Randor. So yeah, I'm looking for the two of those.
Okay. Of course, he's got the same feet and legs that Buzz Off does. They're just painted differently.
Yep.
Now, this part here looks very similar, I guess, to Buzz Off.
It's Buzz Off, yeah.
Yeah, but what we have back here in the back, I'm going to take his tail off. His tail is removable. Even though I popped it in, it pops right back off again. See, it's got a peg attached to his back. I don't know how, and I don't know that it comes off. I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure I've seen people with it off.
Okay, this whole deal comes off.
I believe it does.
Okay. All right. I don't see how that is because mine's in pretty tight, and I'm not going to
yeah
on it too hard. It's probably clipped in there with a clip, so I'm not going to do that.
Oh, sorry, it might not have been him, Bill. It might have been. I'm thinking of Rattler. That's who I'm thinking of.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think his back piece comes off at all.
Probably not him.
He comes with the red spear like Randor's spear, and this is very reminiscent, or it was actually the same sculpt as the spear that came in the original Castle Grayskull on weapons rack.
Yeah, so, it does, doesn't it? I think it does.
Yeah, it's that same spear. Back in the day, I know it was. But anyway, this spear doesn't come with the new Castle Grayskull, by the way. They have different weapons in it. But the tail does pop back on, and that the original vintage version, you couldn't take the tail off. But now you can take the tail off, and he can sit in a vehicle or something like that. And, of course, he has all the same articulation as all the rest of it. He has Skeletor arms, Buzz-Off chest. I just call it Motu underwear. And he has Buzz-Off's legs and feet. And he has a Whiplash head, and he turns, and he can look up and down a little bit. And he has that Whiplash jaw. He has that front tooth up there at the top and the two teeth on the bottom. He's got red eyes, and he's got these big dark eyebrows over his eyes. Just cool figure. And that is our Whiplash. He has no action feature though. You can't Whiplash his tail like you could the old figure.
Is his tail little? Is it solid? Like, is it harder? Is it flexible? Like his tail itself? I'm just kind of curious about it.
Okay, it's made of a rubbery type plastic, so it is flexible. See that?
Okay.
It's flexible, but it's pretty solid. I mean, it's not like I don't think it's going to deteriorate quite as bad with time as maybe some other older plastic like that has done in the past.
Right.
Now it's time for Clawful. Now, I think Clawful's armor is actually removable. I'm not going to take the armor off of mine today, but I will move his arms up so that you can see that he has the tabs here and here. Now, Adam, help me out. Is this armor specially for Clawful, or is it being reused on another figure?
As far as I know, it's just Clawful. I don't think there's another character that uses that armor. I'm pretty sure there's not.
I thought the same. I thought I would ask.
I'm pretty sure.
And because these we're getting into figures that I did not have when I was a child at this point. So I wasn't going to pick these guys up, but then I changed my mind because they just look so damn awesome. Now he has an action feature claw. As you can see, you can hit this lever here and it opens and shuts his big claw. Because I'm not sure, is he a lobster or a crawfish? I think he's a crawfish.
I always thought he was a crab.
A crab.
Or a lobster or a crab.
Yeah, I think a lobster or a crawfish. But anyway, lobsters and crawfish all have one big claw and one small claw. And that's why he's got the big claw over here and the small claw over here holding his mace. And of course, this was like the original figure came with a resculpt of the original Castle Grayskull mace, but they added this handle to it. It wasn't on the Castle Grayskull mace.
Yeah.
Now the new Castle Grayskull comes with a mace, but it's not this mace.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's got the action feature claw. He's got buzz off legs and feet repainted. He's got Motu drawers on, and he's got probably a standard buck right here for the chest underneath here, and he's got Clawful armor, which is a new sculpt for him, and he's got the Clawful head. And just look at those mean eyes with those naughty eyebrows coming down and those little pinpoint pupils. He looks like a bad dude. He looks like he's on drugs or something. Look at him. And look at those teeth. I love it. I love it. Let's see what's going on here in the chat, Anna. Largo says, good to see y'all. I'm going to go pester Grindhead and Rollo over at Resurrection Toys on Twitch. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in the living room. I'm going to hit up Twitch and stick up Jim and Rollo over at the Resurrection Toys. They do a live stream over there, especially for those toys. So that'd be cool. And Obi, and she says she likes that old claw that's on there. Yeah, and also she likes the claw better, but don't care for the neon colors. Okay, I guess she's talking about Whiplash over there with that neon green. But I mean, that's pretty reminiscent of the vintage toy, is it not, Adam?
It is, but the colors are more vibrant. The vintage ones do have more of the matte colors than the bright. The Origins have definitely way brighter colors than the vintage ones do.
Yeah, I think you're right. The vintage figures had a more muted colors or a darker.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Now Cog says, "Shit, I guess I'm going to go to Twitch now too. See you there." Yeah, that's where I'm headed to. Do you do Twitch there, Adam?
I don't. I actually been considering it though. I need to get an account and try it out because you can stream.
I don't care for Twitch.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care for Twitch personally. It's mainly gamers over there, but it's just another avenue. And the reason that Jim and Rollo put their Resurrection Toys channel over on Twitch, although it also they have one here on YouTube as well, but they do a lot of live streaming over there on Twitch. Twitch only live stream. It's because it's easier to get monetized over there on Twitch than it is over here on YouTube.
Oh, is it?
So
okay.
they monetized their channel. Yeah, they monetized their channel in less than a month over there, which is good. I'm glad they did. And Bjorn says he's going to go work on some miniatures. All right. Well, Adam, I'm fixing to let this one go. And it was good to have everybody here. We had a lot of fun this afternoon. I'm glad you popped in there, Adam. And we're all going to run over to Twitch to the Resurrection Toys channel and bug old Grindhead Jim and mess with Rollo some. But we had a great evening. And remember, everybody, together we shall triumph. And we will see you all next time.
Later, everyone.
Weird, fantastic toy adventures. Bye-bye, everybody.
Special thanks to these supporters on Patreon. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like and subscribe and share the video.